Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs, and this continues to be Gundam Breaker 3. And this is my latest monstrosity. I found this, I'm sure there's a specific name for this Japanese pattern. I've seen it on a great many things, but at any rate, I found this in the options and put it on everything. And current part rundown, I am using the beam rifle plus bazooka of the Sinanju. I am using God Gundam's arms and the martial arts hand ability. I'm using purple rarity level 10 Kshatriya head, level 9 Versago chest break torso. Like I said, God Gundam's arms. Zeong, well, lower body, let's say. Legs, it's not really accurate. Sinanju backpack, and level 10 gold rarity J-Gun shield I got. So, for specs, they're moderate. They'll do for now. For EX actions, I am using Godfinger. I am using the triple megasonic cannon that the chest breaks torso has. I'm using field repair and shot rain because shot rain is just too good. I've changed my burst action to the Sekiha Tenkyo Ken just for a change, and my only option equipment at the moment are the repair kit and the Zeong skirt beams. So, we're going to go into battle. Let's see what we're fighting. Let's see, Chapter 4, Company on the Road GBTA 2. Let's see. And this will be where I get my new screen grab for my thumbnails. I guess I probably ought to put like some kind of numbering or trade dress or something on those as well, but I just kind of like having the profile of whatever my current mobile suit is. Oh man, that looks even sillier up close. I'm happy. But yeah, so that's what I'm using at the moment, and I gave it a test drive. So far, so good. The martial arts work about the same as I remember them working in Breaker 2. Okay, they're monoliths to break, no problem. But you basically have a series of relatively long combos if you just hit square. If you hold and release square, you get a nice launcher like that. And then your hands go from basically shining to burning or shining to God, whichever you prefer. Gold frame Mamatsu parts. And when you press triangle, you will unleash that attack, which is significantly more powerful than just a standard attack. Hygog arms, Kapul arms, not bad. Yep, it is a combination of bazooka and rifle, which pretty nice. Back up to shining, back up to God, or burning. There's a lot of fire. I'll call it burning. Besides, I'm just more used to it being the burning Gundam after all these years. More gold frame and Matsu parts, including at green rarity. And also, that's something I had forgotten, and somebody here has an active cloak. That's something I had forgotten about the martial arts hands. They have a heck of a charge attack. You can attack somebody from halfway across the map very easily, and it's great. The monolith has revealed itself. I missed what that last part was. Whiz. We'll find out at the end of the level. Was or is whiz, you know. Claws. That monolith has a gold barrier. That's interesting and discouraging. Yes, and if you keep up with the martial arts combo long enough, you will get something that hits on the ground. It just takes a couple of shots. And you will notice, when you have legs, which my earlier version of this build did before I decided I wanted to change to the Zeong skirt. Oops, I'm too far away, I guess, to do the ground break, and that's why it wouldn't let me. Now, though. But if you have legs, that little move is a pair of kicks, but apparently you get to do them even if you don't have legs, so that's nice. Okay. Oh, it's open for attacking. That was Godfinger, and I seem to recall that against stationary targets and things, Godfinger didn't used to be so good. I'm glad they've upped the damage. The Megasonic Cannon, not super strong. That's probably the best shot I've ever done with it, right there. Mostly killing one flunky. Again, not my favorite, but I'm hoping to master it and Godfinger. Yeah, there's some... Yeah, like I said, you get some low shots if you just keep the combo up long enough. And that's the other thing, once you charge up to Shining or Burning, it seems like you have a higher probability of breaking parts, too. Which, there. Let me change to my skirt beams. They're... That guy must be blocking or something? No, I did some damage, but they're not great, but they do okay. But yeah, that was the last shot of the little burning level triangle button combo, so I'm enjoying that. I forgot how much fun the martial arts build was for this, so I'm not really doing a very good job of, like, oops, want that backpack back, but I'll just keep punching you in the meantime. I haven't really started specifying yet exactly what special skills I want on a part. Right now I'm just kind of going with the flow. I'm thinking I'm going to wait until endgame to really use my best supplies, my best parts, and use my supply of, you know, like, scrap plastic to upgrade things. Unless I get stuck, in which case, you know, all bets are off. But at the moment, that's the plan, yeah. I'm just going to use like parts to keep upgrading them, because it's just, I know I could be doing it differently and better, but it's just the easiest way to organize things in my mind, and plus, you know, raising all the parts separately does at least keep my options open later in the game. So, if I want, you know, I am playing this definitely from a Pokemon perspective. I want to catch them all. Which means I'm going to need more yens for the DLC eventually, but such is life. This ought to keep me busy for a good long time. By the time you see this, Gundam Versus should be out in the US. I was not able to get it yet, but I hope everybody's enjoying it. First Gundam game on a major, like, console for Gundam since, I guess, Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn? In terms of, like, physical releases, the first one since Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. In the meantime, we did get Gundam Extreme vs. Force for the PlayStation Vita, but not exactly the most high-profile of releases, which is a shame. Let's use the Godfinger. Not bad, not bad. Looks like I got some scrap plastic out of it. This game really needs to come out in the US, especially now that they're doing English translations, so hopefully if Gundam Versus does well, they'll consider it. Likewise, I'm hoping that Gundam Battle Operation 2 will come out here. If not, as long as there's like an English Asian version that is not, you know, months and months and months behind the Japanese version, that would be great. Because that was one of the reasons, well, for one thing, it wasn't English, it was Chinese, the Hong Kong version. But, of course, oh man. I know a few kanji. Mostly I know hiragana and katakana, as I've said before. And that prepares you very well for the wealth of foreign loanwords you find in Japanese media. But kanji, I know I probably have like a first grade, second grade understanding of at best. Maybe kindergarten, to be totally honest. I've never studied it formally. I've never put a lot of time into it. I've just kind of gained things by osmosis and confirming things with like translation, with dictionaries and translation services when I think I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's, and of course kanji is, let's see how much my triangle combo does for that. Acceptably, but this should just about finish it. Pretty close. But yeah, I mean, the Chinese language is pretty much made up. It is the source of kanji. It is where those characters come from. And it is made up of nothing but. So that's a lot more complicated in terms of just figuring out what things are. So I was completely and wholly lost in the Gundam Battle Operation Hong Kong version. I was so hoping, since, Hong Kong is a bilingual place, to my knowledge, that they would be including English. I was, I think, about 5 years too early on that, but at least they seem to be doing that for games like this now in, non-Japanese and non-Chinese Asian territories, which is great. And, we've gotten that. We've gotten Super Robot Wars. I think there's been a couple others. Maybe a Kamen Rider game here and there. I forget. But if anybody's been watching it, how is Kamen Rider Build? I've heard decent things so far. Oops, I hit the wrong button. If you're not done attacking, I was trying to use my stomp, which is tap triangle, but tapping triangle in the middle of a combo will just use up your charge and do the finisher. So, unfortunately, I used the finisher. Not going to take long to recharge in the least, but just kind of a waste. Not what I meant to do. Got the stomp afterwards, though. Which is kind of more of an elbow drop when you're a Zeong, so... Or at least, a Zeong below the waist. That sounds wrong. Man. Let's beam this guy. That didn't work. Mostly I'm hitting the ground. Oh well, it still counts towards my mastery, far as I know. Gonna try and save my burning level charge to knock apart. I'm sure there's gonna be some kind of ace units, and that's what I want to hit next. But yeah, just to get back on my previous train of thought, which means I'll probably be interrupted by something else in the game that I want to talk about. How is Kamen Rider Build? I've heard good things about it. The early episodes, from what friends have said, seems to be pretty strong. I gotta be honest, the last one I watched, regularly was Gaim. I tried a little bit of... Man, what followed Gaim? I don't even remember now. And it just didn't grab me for whatever reason. Oh, looks like we gotta be up on the bridge to progress, so... Also, let's heal the crew. There we go. Yeah, No, Wizard was before Gaim. Ghost was after, wasn't it? Yeah, and that one just didn't do it for me. X-Aid, I just never got around to. I have a bad habit of getting out of the habit of things. And once I was out of the habit of Kamen Rider, it was hard for me to remember to give it a shot. It's a shame, but I'll get back to it eventually. Man, we are knocking this guy to bits. Stomp. I think I'm going to break off and go get that box over there. There it is. Alright. And now, target lock back on. And we'll launch a few shots before we start our combos. But oh yes, and if I can find a link, I will put it up here. But Bandai just announced, I forget whether it's Bandai or one of their licensees, just announced a really cool new set of Gundam candy toys that I'm interested in. They are, I forget the exact name of the line. I think it's like G-Frame. And what they are they're two-part things like Gundam Universal Unit, except not as redundant and not as hopefully limited. One set, the basic set, is the armor set, which comes with just a largely unarticulated frame for you to hang the mobile suit's armor on. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'll use my... Oh, it's a Gundam Age 1 Titus. And that's the basic set. The deluxe set includes the armor, usually... Or not the armor, the accessories, and usually, from what I saw, a the accessories, sometimes like a bust of the mobile suit in question, it looked like from the images, but more importantly, it comes with a super articulated frame that you can then put that armor from the first set on. I really want to give those a shot. Stomp. That's one. Okay, well. Ah, a module of some sort. Something. I missed what it was, but... Ow. Rude. There we go. And... Oops. Well. Not exactly a heat end, but it was an end. But yeah, these things, they're about 11 centimeters tall according to the advertising, and yeah, they just look really good. So if I get a hold of one, great. If not, no great loss, because I don't need another addiction at this point. Between Gundam games and Transformers, I am not keeping up with either of my two main hobbies fully. But yeah, they look great. If I see them cheap at a con, if I get to a con, that's great. TFCon was this last weekend in DC. Most of my podcasting buddies were able to make it. I was not. I am broke. Same reason I don't have Gundam Versus. You know. Feeding the family, it's the first thing, so... But... I'm at least, you know, I'm not too bummed about it. I'll catch them sometime. I will get Gundam Versus when I can. I will enjoy Gundam Breaker in the meantime, because this is really enjoyable. So, I have a bad habit, and I know most people do, of dwelling on what I can't do and what I'm not. And it's... Once I start on that, it's very hard to break out of. But... I'm trying my best, because I don't need that. Stomp! There we go. Well, let's use the Megasonic. Which, this time aimed too high, but at least they were kind enough as to hop up into it. That was very, very considerate. I appreciate that a lot. This guy's almost down. Okay, we are now cleared to destroy the monolith. Here, have this. And have this. Oh man, that was a square shot too. That was great. Okay, players. Enemy players approaching. Well, I've used all my best attacks, so I think I'll go burst mode and try and use the Sekiha Tenkyoken on you. Which is... very hard to aim, I'll just tell you that right now. Okay, let's try it. And... it does have a certain amount of target lock, but it is very... Ah, Gyaradoga arms. It is very finicky. That's probably the best Sekiha Tenkyoken hit I have gotten yet. Resin Schneider's Gyaradoga head. Oops, used my combo for no good. Oh well. Their super armor's back up. Okay. Jumped right out of my combo, you big jerk. Well, if you're going to stand here in the corner and get stunned, I'm not sure... I guess either Robota or Misora has some kind of stun ability, because I don't think any of mine do. Come on, you're almost dead. Gotcha. Where's the other one? Oh, GN Sword 5. Very nice. Oh well, you're standing still. Let's use the Megasonic on you. There we go. Oh man, Misora was almost down. I should have healed her a long time back, but oh well. Here, let's rain. Oh well, you ran right out of it. Got the backpack, got the legs, got pretty much everything, and stomp! Nice. Oh yeah, Misora and Tsukimi, those guys. Oh, one of them's the guys. You know, the extraordinarily chipper people that we were with before. I think they may be my rivals or something, I don't know. But they're not my usual crew at any rate, so... okay, more high gogs. Let's see. Okay, and... they're pretty well grouped. Let's try shot rain on them. I'd say effective, mostly. Oh yeah, and I keep forgetting that J-Gun shield has a built-in rocket launcher. And a pretty good one. You can only fire basically one shot and let it recharge without overheating it. But it recharges fairly quickly. And again, has pretty good splash damage, so... ah, another monolith has appeared. So, I mean, what else is going to happen, really? And now it's the time to start stocking up super attacks for whatever the final boss of the stage is. I'm pretty sure we're just about there. Yep. Ah, Musha Gundam Mark IIs. There's a relatively rare and expensive set of Musha Gundam toys from the late 80s called the Musha Cloth Gundam. And they are, I think, I'm not sure if there's a original Gundam equivalent, but there is a Musha Cloth Gundam Mark II, which is a Gundam Mark II with a full set of removable Musha Gundam armor. It's about a foot tall, as I recall. Never seen one in person, but it's been one of those things, you know, you get into these things, especially in the early 2000s, you just end up seeing all kinds of bizarre and exotic things on eBay. And that was one of the most bizarre and exotic, and I will never own it, and it just sounds really cool. Yeah, you keep spinning at me. You spin at people. What? Am I stunned? I think I'm stunned. I was stunned. Okay, your super armor's back up. Well, let's have some shot rain. Some J-gun shots. I'm gonna burst. Let's do it. Worst that happens is I have to fight two things, but usually when the boxes come down, you're about done with the stage. So I may as well pull out all these stops. Heal my teammates. And time for the Sekiha Tenkyoken. Well, it hit, but yeah, that's what usually happens. They're in the middle of moving. The attack doesn't track enough to make that work, and you don't do a lot of damage with it. So, I imagine... I have a feeling it's going to be pretty great for, like, giants or those monoliths. But... there's a good combo. And I got the swords, which I'm pretty sure from the kanji are called something Maru. Missed my finisher, so I'll just charge that up fully this time before I use it. Run around me in circles. There we go. Ah! Well, heat end no, your end yes, so... almost charged, yep. I am attacking the monolith. There, beams to the monolith. And mission complete, as I predicted. Yeah, so good to have some Musha Gundam Mark II parts. That's something I might actually farm. Those are cool looking. But let's go through this as quickly as we can. but I will go through the countdown of stuff. Okay, I learned Split Force, which is one of the skills for this. This is the Shin something 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 Mark II, Shin something 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 Geary, I think, but no idea exactly. Yeah, let's see, Purple Rarity Goof Heat Saber, yes. GN Sword 5, sure. Blue Frame Armor Schneiders, forgot it had those, sure. The something Marus of the Musha Mark II, yeah. Those are higher level than the rare ones. Don't think those are, though. I think I actually have better of these at home, so... Brawler Hand, I know I have better. New skills from a martial arts hand, that'll be a yes. I think I've got higher than level 10, but I'll take it just in case. Claw attacks, 10 and 11, yeah. Magellatop Cannon, sure. The something Maru, which is the name apparently of the Musha Mark II's gun, sure. Heads, a Stray Blue Frame Second Revise, Gyaradoga Raisin, Age 1 Normal. I know it's resin, but it looks like raisin in Japanese, so heck with it. Goof, Gold Frame Amatsu, Blue Frame Second Revise, level 10. I think the one I just got is better. I'll chance it. Musha Mark II at level 9. Hygog Torso in blue. Stray Gold Frame Amatsu. Kapool, Musha Mark II. Arms, Gyaradoga in green, Amatsu Mina. Second Revise, Age 1 Titus. Kapool, Musha Mark II. Hygog, Gyaradoga, Resin Gyaradoga. Red Frame 9 looks good. Amatsu 10. Amatsu Mina 10. No, one was 11. Never mind. Second Revise at 10. I don't remember the levels of the rare ones I just got, so I'm taking those to be sure. Zaku J-Type. A Stray Red Frame. Amatsu. Second Revise. Titus. Musha Mark II. Red Dragon Backpack. Amatsu. Hygog, Camphor. I think that's a higher level Amatsu. Second Revise. Double O Quanta Backpack, nifty. Age 1 Normal, and Musha Mark II. Plastic, all of that. Take the Physical Guard Builder and the Burst Absorber. And that is it. Sell all? 4,200? Sure.